Hello, this is Victor from Black Pisces Production, and you're watching the How to Mix Power Metal video series. In this video, I am going to show you the effect tracks I use. Before we get started, I would like to mention that creating effect channels is the last thing in my mixing process. I try to finish the mix first, and I bring in the effects afterwards. I decided to make this video as the first one of this video series because this way you will know what effects I use, and from the upcoming videos you will find out where and how I use them. Most of the time I use only 5 FX channels that I call cloner or doubler, short delay, long delay, room and reverb. The cloner or doubler, as the name implies, is for creating artificial doubles. It has a really short delay on the left and on the right side. Besides that, it detunes the delayed signal a little bit. For creating artificial doubles, this is all you will need: short delay times and detuning the delayed signal. We are creating stereo doubles here, that's why we use different delay times and different detuning values on the left and on the right side. In this mix I use a stock Cubase plugin called Cloner with only 2 voices. The detune value for the first one is -10% and for the second one is +10%. The delay value for the first voice is 20% and for the second voice is 40%. I set the spatial value to 100%. This means that the first voice will be panned 100% to the left side and the second voice will be panned 100% to the right side of the stereo image. We also need to set the mix value to 100% to get only the wet signal from the plugin. So the plugin is set, let's hear it.
You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
If you don't have this plugin, you can use any plugin that is capable of delaying and detuning the signal. In fact, you can use a simple stereo delay with short delay times and no feedback. Here is how it sounds.
You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
For short delays I use stereo delay with delay times that match the tempo of the song and are relatively short. Most of the time I use 8th note or 16th note delays for this type of effect. In the mix I use a plugin called Repeater with 8th note delay time and with the analog and the ping-pong modes turned on. The delay model I chose was the Tape Delay Classic. I set the feedback value at 66%, cut the low frequencies below 186 Hz, cut the highs above 4.1 kHz and set the color value to -7%. The left side of the delayed signal is panned 100% to the left and the right side is panned 100% to the right. The mix value is at 100%. This delay track is sent into the Room FX track to give it a little bit more space. Let me show you how this effect sounds. If you don't own this plugin, you can achieve a similar sound with a simple stereo or ping-pong delay and an equalizer that you use to filter the delayed signal. For long delays, I use a stereo delay plugin with delay times that match the tempo of the song and are longer than my short delay effects delay time. I typically use quarter note delay. In the mix I use the same Repeater plugin for this purpose with the following settings: quarter note delay time, delay model set to digital delay, spread set to B mode, analog mode turned on, feedback set to 43%, low cut frequency at 241 Hz, high cut frequency at 2.63 kHz, color set to -14%, delayed signals panned hard left and hard right with 100% mix value. The spread function converts the delayed mono signal into a stereo signal. You can achieve a similar effect if you add a little latency to one side of your delay. It is really important to always filter out the unwanted frequencies from the delayed signal. You can use the inbuilt filters of your plugin, or you can use a simple equalizer after the delay plugin. This is a great technique for creating clarity in the mix. I like to send this long delay to the reverb effects track to add length and depth to it. This is how it sounds.
You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
The Room FX Tracks function is to simulate a small or medium-sized room. I used the Warp Suite Classics plugin with the Blue Room preset from the FG-BM7 unit. I changed only the decay value from 100% to 103%. You can experiment with any room reverb plugin to achieve a similar sound. After the reverb plugin, I used an equalizer to cut out the unwanted frequencies to create more clarity. I cut the high frequencies above 6.25 kHz and the lows below 27.8 Hz with the Infinity EQ plugin, but you can use any equalizer that has high and low pass filters. Let me show you how this effect sounds.
You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
The Reverb FX track is used mostly for long lush reverbs. The best types of reverbs for this use are plates, halls, chambers, but there are no rules. Any long reverb that suits the song would work. I used the Warp Suite Classics plugin again, but this time I chose the CD Plate B preset from the FG-BM7 unit and I didn't tweak it at all. After the reverb, I used Infinity EQ to cut the highs about 9.3 kHz and the lows below 77.1 Hz. And this is how it sounds.
You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
So these were the FX tracks that I ended up using for this mix. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and share the video with your friends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.